Hello, brother SRP.
Hello.
Hello, how are you today?
Nice and relaxed.
Good. It's nice here in the monastery, isn't it?
Very peaceful.
Yes. And how are you finding things? What's your vision like?
It might be off a little bit for reading.
Is that because your hood's over your eyes?
No, it's when I'm looking down.
Right. I think what you need to do is just pull your hood back a little bit because I want to do a couple of measurements on you. That's better. Right. Just have a look across at the mirror. There. Now, what I would like to do, I'm actually going to do another job as well. Your father was, when he called me, was saying that you've got a problem with your ears. And he said he's had a look himself and he thinks that it's got a little bit of wax. So what I've got here is a couple of tools to just help de-wax your ears just a little bit. Now, I know officially you're not allowed to take your hood off, but he has given permission for you to do that, so I can do the job. All right?
Yeah.
So if you want to just remove your hood for a moment. And it's your right ear that is giving you a bit of a problem, isn't it? Now, what's the sensation of your ear? What sensation have you got?
Well, it's a bit sore.
Right, what about hearing? Are you struggling with your hearing?
It's definitely reduced.
Yeah. So I've got a couple of gadgets here. I'm not going to need many of them, but what I do want to do is just have a quick look.
Lean forward.
Now I'm going to actually come to you. Is that tender when I do that?
Not there.
So is it more there?
Higher.
About at the back here.
That's not too bad.
Right, and I can see some wax in there, so I'm just going to get the tool. It's not actually as bad as I was expecting. So I'm just going to put my tool in there. Oh, that's quite a bit. It's all right. Now, I think what we need to do is put some eardrops in to loosen the wax. So I don't think there is as much of a problem as Father was saying. So I think we're okay with that. Right, what I would like to do is just a couple of measurements. We've already chosen a frame, and what I want to do is just finalise the dispense on that. So I'm going to measure the length to bend behind your ears. I'd like to do that now because when I do bring the glasses back to you, we don't have to remove the hood again, so we're not going to break your monastery rules any further. So what I'd like to do is turn your head towards that wall. I'm measuring from the top of your ear to the point where the frame will sit on your nose. That out. Thank you. Just need to put it out of reach. If I just now ask you to turn your head the other way, and I'll just measure now. This one. Yeah. That's 2 millimeters difference. Just going to put these back. so I don't get clogged up on here. Now, as you know, my name is Dr. Seymour Clearly, and I work at the General Hospital in Malpractice. Don't let the name of the hospital fool you. We're a very good hospital. Now, I'd like to now measure the distance between your pupils. So if you can look at my finger, and then across. Thank you. I can see that you've got a little bit of sleep in your eye, so I'm just going to give you a cloth so you can just wipe your eye a little bit. All right. Just going to back up my measurements now with this. This is called a pupillometer. Now, I have got a little bit of a gadget on here. It drops down. So, because we've had all these problems recently of the Lord's making, COVID, etc., to make sure we don't spread the germs, I drop this down. So when I'm doing the measurements, I'm not breathing on you. So I will better just remove my cap. So what I want you to do is you're looking in there. Can you see the green circle? Okay. Thank you. As I expected, when I measured you, I got your pupil distance with my ruler at 64 PD, but with this I get 64. Sorry, I got 65 when I measured with the ruler. With this, it's 64. The reason it's different is because this is an optical center reading, not pupil distance reading. So your eyes turn in for near vision, and that's what they've done on that one. Right. What I do want to do now is measure your head width. So I'm going to do that, and I'm using 3 rulers to do it. It's the one I want to measure it with. I need to stand up for this. You never used to have carpets in the monastery. It's hard to move the chair on the carpet. So what I'm doing is measuring from by your ears. Thank you. Right. That's 155 millimeters. I'm just going to get the glasses that you chose. Can't remember what they look like on you. It's a very fine gold frame. Just put them on. I just want to have a quick look. Oh yeah. And have a look in the mirror. They are nice, aren't they? They'll definitely look good when they're done. All right?
Just for reading.
Yes. So it's a Ferrucci 123. and it's Havana Gold. So I've already got your prescription, so everything's fine with that. You didn't want to look at bifocals or varifocals, did you?
Have a little look. I'll have a look.
Right, so if you want to put them back on, let me just put this on there first. I'm just going to put this gadget onto the frame first. Now I do know that you have some very fine print to look at, because your Bible, for example. So what I need to do is get you the best varifocal that we can get. Yes, please. And what I'm doing now, I'm just going to adjust this dial. This is where it would sit for a bifocal. Now as you look around the room, does that feel uncomfortable having that line there? The reason I say that is because when you've got a bifocal, you will have a line and then a segment.
Just a bit too hard, I think. I'm so sure there are the lines about there.
Yes, but remember, you're always walking around with your head tilted because of your robe and your.
Just a bit lower.
Okay. Because what I've done is set it level with your bottom lid. So now it's no obstruction at all.
And you've got a good line there.
Yeah. So that if we do a bifocal, that's how it would be. But I'm just going to measure it up. I'll take them off here. I just want to see what the height is for that. That's 11 millimeters. You put them back on. Now that's the bifocal height. So what I'm going to do now is adjust it for the varifocals. It will cause an obstruction on your vision because I'm going to put a red line right across where your pupil is. All right. Now just relax just a little bit. That's better. See, I need that a little bit higher. When you sat forward with your head up like that, for me to get it level with your pupils, it was smack bang in front when I looked, but then you've lowered your chin because you've relaxed, and suddenly it's in a different position.
Yeah.
Plus, you'll be walking around with your head quite low, and by doing that means that you need your distance in a higher point. Your reading will still be in the right place. So let me just check this now and see what heights. And I think this is going to be slightly different on each eye. Yep, 26 on the right and 27 in the left. Right, so now with the varifocal lens, that gives you 3 distances. So you know when you have to look at the daily page in the book, you don't hold the book, you have that at arm's length. So that's going to give you that distance. If I did the bifocal, you haven't got that distance. You've only got close and far away. So I personally think the varifocal would be your best option, or the multifocal. Now I don't need to discuss any payments because I've been told that you don't pay for these anyway. Obviously the monastery will be paying for them, so I'll go and see the father and he'll sort them out for you. Alright?
Are we done?
I think so, yes. Thank you. You want to go back and see your father?